Hey everyone, so in today's video I am going to teach you how I make my condos here in the UAE from scratch to make my Banku and all my cornmeals and the process I use to make it. Here in this video I had to come to get it from the shop. I don't know why they had a garbage can in front of the shop, but let me teach you the trick. Every part of the UAE that you are, you can find the flour from the flour mill, the places that they sell flour, the big shop that sells flour, not just any kind of supermarket. Of course, you can find them in supermarkets as well. Like I said earlier, you can also find it in supermarkets, but there are names that you should be able to mention if the people cannot speak English. So you can find it in flour mills, wherever you can find beans, rice powder, like all those kind of things, like powdered chili, powdered pepper, cumin, black pepper, like those places, like flour mills. That's where you can find this particular flour. Depending on where you are buying this, they have different types of names they call this flour. But for this particular shop, when I said maize flour, they know this, and I am a regular customer of buying this over there, so I don't even have to ask. These are the names you can use to identify this particular flour. This is actually mostly from popcorn flour. Popcorn is also a kind of maize, a kind of corn, so it tastes the same as the corn dough that we eat in Ghana. If you say maize flour and they don't know what you mean, say popcorn flour. You can also say corn flour, but mostly when you ask for corn flour, they will give you the starch corn flour. So it's either maize flour, popcorn flour, or you say makai atta. That's the Indian name. I don't really know this language, whether Indian or whatever, but that is the local name they call it. These kind of local foods are mostly from India, Sri Lanka, and all those countries. So I don't really know the exact language it is, but it's either popcorn flour, maize flour, or makai atta, just as you can see on the flour. Most of the times, if you try to search for it yourself at the shop, you may not find it, so better to ask wherever you are trying to buy this from. And it's not mostly all the shops, but try your best. Try your best anywhere that they sell beans and these kind of things. Like I said earlier, you would find this there. Most of the times it's not ready packaged, as you can see in this video. I actually came here to buy this because the shop I always buy from is closed, but most of the times you ask for what you want to buy before they package it, just as it is to buy beans in most of the shops. So let's move on to the next process. From here, it's very easy. If you are familiar with how to make corn dough in Ghana, this process continues from there. Those of us who lived in a Ghana home and in fancy homes where we make kenkey most of the times, very familiar with this. So you put it in a bowl, a big bowl, however much you were able to buy. The big one was 8 dirham, and the half of the big one was 1 kg, and the half is 500 grams. So the big one was 8 dirhams, and the half kg was 450. So you put all of them in a bowl container, a container that will be able to take it, as you can see that I'm doing in the video. You put it in the container and put water on top of it, just like you're doing gari photo. Don't overdo it. Don't put more than you should. Don't put a lot more than you should put. I don't really know how to describe it, but you want it to be just like how you buy the corn dough in Ghana. So if you don't know how to measure the water, you just try to be putting little by little and mixing it until you get that consistency you want. And let me tell you something here. If you put a lot of water, it will be ready. Not a lot of water. If you put more water, it gets ready really fast, like 2 days. From 2 days you can use it. But if you're planning to keep it for a long time, like 1 week, 2 weeks, you should be careful of the amount of water you put. So it should be just like this, and then you keep it in normal room temperature for 2 to 3 days. Yeah. So it should be there for 2 to 3 days. If you keep it in the fridge, then it should be like 3 to 4 days before you start using it to make your bamboo. So this is how you have to finish it to make it look. So this is the third day of my corn flour, my corn dough actually. Yeah, so it's ready and I can use it to make all my corn meals that I want. So in this video I am coming to use it to make banku. So let me tell you how you'll be able to get the cassava dough to also add to make the banku. Okay, if you have any question, you can just leave it in the comment section. I will be your banku blog over here. I love food. Send a missy page and I'm always trying to get new hacks. So over here, when you go to the shop, the supermarket, you ask for frozen tapioca. You can also find fresh tapioca in most of the shop, but I buy frozen tapioca. This one like this is 700 grams and it's just 3 dirham 50 fils, which is very affordable, more than the fresh tapioca. Or you can say some shops also say cassava. So it's either cassava or tapioca, but tapioca is mostly used. So from here, I just try to slice it into smaller pieces so that the blender will not be broken while trying to blend it. Yeah, so I cut it into a bit smaller pieces because it's already mushy. Yeah, it's already mushy, so I cut it into a bit smaller pieces and then put it in the blender to blend, and then voila, I am done and my banku is almost ready. Yes. One more thing I forgot to tell you. The texture of the powder would actually depend on the shop or the wherever you are buying it. Some of them make it very smooth, which you cannot ask for rougher because you're not buying like the whole thing. Okay, so some shops make it very smooth, which is not something I want and something you would want. Yeah, but this particular one I buy is a bit rough, which gives me the Ghanaian consistency. Am I trying? Yeah, it's trying. Come on. Yeah, so and another option I can give you is to go to Google and search Asian link. For them, they sell it in quantity. You cannot buy less than 40 kg. You can buy 40 kg and more. Yeah, so they're not actually giving you the flour. You're getting the maize. This is not corn, it's maize, white maize itself. So I think the 40 kg is 70 or 80 dirhams. You get the maize there and you can grind it yourself. For the grinding, you can just ask the flour mills wherever they sell flour. You can ask them that you have 40 kg corn, if they will be able to grind it for you. If they accept, you go ahead and order the maize. They are not doing deliveries, by the way, so you have to go there and pick it up yourself. That's what I was doing, and I was grinding it and I was sharing it with my friends, which was saving us a lot of money while we eat our homey food, our favorite foods. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and please, if you have any question, please don't hesitate to leave it in the comment section, as I will be so happy to reply to your comment. Thank you very much. Please let me know if you will try this, and let me know after trying this how it goes for you. This is Matilda. I go by the name Ghana Girl. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.